welcome class to the tutorial on the greeting card assignment. To get started with the greeting card, go ahead and go onto my Google Classroom. We'll open it up. We'll find the assignment that says greeting card. You'll hit create. We're going to do this in Docs, so click Docs. And then as that loads up, we'll just wait for a second and then we'll get started. The greeting card is going to be kind of like our last assignment before we get onto our t-shirts. Okay, so we'll get this going. Once you have this up and going, the first thing we need to do is change the page setup. So change the margins and also possibly change the background color if you want to. I'm going to be making a Halloween card, so I want to change my background color to a black background. Okay, so to do that, we got to go to File, Page Setup. Okay, where it says Orientation, leave it at Portrait. That's fine. All the margins, you need to put them at 0. And then our page color, if you want to change it to color, you can. If you want to do a Christmas card, you can do some blue, any type of card. I'm doing Halloween, so I'm going to do black. Hit OK. Now I should have my black background with my black sheet. Okay. Now, what I want to do here, it's going to be a lot of formatting and kind of moving around images and stuff. So I want to see my entire page. Right now, I'm only seeing a portion of it, probably about 3/4 of it. So to make this smaller, I need to zoom out a little bit. And to do that, over here in the corner where it says 100% zoom, click on that. I'm going to 75. If you want to go to 50, you can. But now you can see, I can see my entire sheet. It's going to be easier for me to create my card. Okay. Now, we're going to work in 4 different quadrants. We're not going to draw any lines, so you just kind of have to make an imaginary line to divide up in 4 spaces. So like this would be your line right here in the middle, and then dividing this way would be your line right in the middle here. Okay, so the first quadrant we're going to look at right over here. This is the front of our card, and this is where you're going to have your greeting. So me, I'm going to put Happy Halloween, and also an image. You have to have a greeting, have to have an image. Okay, so I'll start by we're going to go to Insert, Drawing, and we're going to do every section of the card within drawing. It's just easier to do it this way, especially when we get to the left hand side and the right hand side, when you're going to have to flip the images upside down. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to put my greeting in. I'm going to Actions, Word Art. We've done this before, so it should be pretty fresh in your memory. I'm going to put Happy. Then I'm going to hit Shift Enter, and as you notice, it kind of drops down here. And then I'm going to put Halloween, and then hit Enter, and it'll drop down. The nice thing about that, if you have just a few words and you want them to be centered, if you do that in Word Art, you can do it pretty painlessly. Okay, I'm going to bring this up because on my page I kind of want it kind of in the middle, but kind of up a little bit. I'm going to change the color. I want the background or the letter color to be orange, and I'm going to bold it just to make it a little bit bigger. And then what I'll do is I want the I like this bitter font style, so I'll go like that. So that's my kind of my first page, the front, where I'm doing my greeting. Okay, the next thing you need to do is put an image in here. To do an image within Google Drawing, then Google Docs, there's a little square right here. It looks like 2 mountains. If I click that, it has images. Now I can go over to search. It's the very last one you can choose. And then I can search like carved pumpkins. Open it up. Find the image that you want. Let's see here. Kind of like that one. We'll go with that. Some of the images won't work. Hopefully this one will. So I'll click on it. There it goes. It comes in. Now I'll make it a little bit smaller because that's a little big. Then put it over here. Make it a little bit smaller even. Okay. Alright. Center it. You can use the red lines to kind of center everything. Hit save and close when you're done with that. You don't need to flip this one. Okay. I can click it. Now it becomes an image. Hit wrap text, and then I can move it all the way down to that little quadrant. Okay. Now notice, maybe I think that my pumpkin's a little too big. If you ever want to fix that drawing, you click on the image and double click it real quick. Now I can go in here and I can change it up. Also, the pumpkin doesn't look very centered right now, mostly because there's more black area over here. To edit this, or if I can crop it, if I double click that image now, I can shrink this down a little bit, like so, and now it's cropped down. So it looks a little bit better, I think. It's more centered. So I can click my image, center it up. Maybe if I want to make it a little bit smaller, I can. There you go. And now I just hit save and close, and then now it switches for me. Alright, so that's my front. Pretty simple, right? Pretty painless. Okay, now the hard part, doing the inside left. Now the inside left, what we're going to do is just put an image in there. So to do that, we're doing it the same way. Going to Insert, Drawing, Image. This one I'm going to put a ghost, so I'm going to search ghost. Alright, I kind of like this one here. Click on that. Hit select. Sorry if I'm going fast, I just want to make sure we get through everything. I'll shrink my ghost down. And now here's the important part. This has to be upside down, because if I fold my card and I didn't flip it upside down, it will be upside down when it gets folded. Okay, to do that, there's a little dot right above here. Do you guys see that right underneath that little yellow circle? I grab that dot and I spin it all the way upside down and then let go. It will flip. Then I hit save and close. It'll pop in here. Click on the image, hit wrap text. I can shrink it down a little bit, then I can move it. Okay, there you go. And then make sure it stays up in this quadrant between here, here, and here. That's your upper left. When you think you're done, click off. And now we can do our upper right. To do the same thing, we're going to go to Insert, Drawing, and then I can work in here. Now with my upper right hand, I want you to write a few words. It has to be more than 2, so you can't do like trick or treat or happy Halloween. It has to be kind of creative too. So try to be funny. I said you could look up different card ideas. So get a good idea. For me, since it's going to be more than just a few words, I'm actually going to use a text box. So I'll grab that, draw the box. Doesn't have to be incredibly big, but then type in something clever. For me, I'm still just going to say happy Halloween, or have a wonderful Halloween or scary time or something like that. So let's just do that. I know it's not very clever, but I just want to get through this. So, oh, I messed that. Too many capital letters. So I have a scary Halloween, and then if I want to put, I can put this down if I want to, and then I can select it all. If I go up here, I can change the alignment so now it's centered. Looks a little bit better. Make it a little bit bigger. I'll put like 30. There you go. You can change the font. I kind of like this Comic Sans. I'll do that. And there you go. So that would be your saying, but make sure it's a little more creative than mine is. Okay. The other thing you have to do is put an image in here. So click Images again. I'm going to do, let's do another pumpkin. So let's see if I can find a good one here. Kind of like a black background because my card's black, but you know what? I kind of like that one. Maybe we'll click that, see if that will work. And there it is. So it pops in. And it's coming. I'm going to shrink it down again, make it kind of smaller. Center it. Okay. Now, that's what I want my card to look like. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to flip everything. In order to do this, you need to grab, just click anywhere on the screen, then drag and make a box around everything. This selects both items. So now when I spin it, both the words and the image will spin and be upside down. When you're done, hit save and close. It'll pop up in there. There it is. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change my letters from black to white. So what I need to do, double click it. I'll select my words. This is going to be a little hard because it's upside down. I'll change it to white or like a different color so I can see it on the black background. Click off, hit save and close. There you go. Now I'm good to go. So I can hit wrap text. I can bring this up a little bit, center it. There you go. If I wanted to bring that image down a little bit, I would just double click it, maybe bring it down. Remember, you can't see the letters because it's white. Save and close. Now I have a little more space in between there. There you go. So that's pretty easy, but that's basic of my card. Remember on the back here, I would like you to put like a barcode, maybe a Hallmark sign, some type of card company sign, and then also put your name. So I'm going to leave that blank here, but make sure you know to do that. So barcode, Hallmark sign, your actual name. And then your card is done. So when you're all done, you can either go over here and hit turn in, or you can go back to Google Classroom, hit turn in, and you are done. Alright, thanks for listening to this tutorial. Hope you have a good time doing your assignment.